There's a few things I want to cover with you real quick in Chapter 4. You need to note that in the event of a disaster, extra beds may be set up. Would these beds be part of the bed count? No. If extra beds are set up and there's a disaster, these are not included in your bed count. The beds that are excluded from the bed count include your examining rooms, emergency services, physical therapy, labor rooms, and recovery rooms. Your newborn beds are called bassinets. They are computed separately from the bed count. Your labor beds are not included in the bed count because they are used temporarily before the patient delivers. One of the first things you want to do before you start calculations is always write your formula at the top or at the bottom of your work. That way you can easily reference back to them. You might even write them at the beginning. In this situation, use the information in the table below. Calculate by rounding to 1 decimal place the percentage of occupancy for each day of the month and for the entire month. Okay, looking at each day, the formula we're going to use is total inpatient service days times 100 over your bed count. So what are our total inpatient service days? For date 1, for whichever month this is, if it's September 1st or May 1st, for day 1 there's 74 inpatient service days. We could actually write 74 in right here. We're going to multiply that by 100. Okay, our bed count. This is given to us at 75 beds. This is given to us in the problem. You're usually going to have this somewhere within the information at the top. So we know it's 75 beds. So we're going to plug that in right here, 75. So if we work this out, 74 times 100 equals 7,400 over 75. We should get a result of 98.66. You should be able to just plug these straight into the formula. So our answer is 98.66. It says round to 1 decimal place. So we know how to round. 98.66 will round to 98.7%. Okay, the second day, we have 73. We're going to multiply it by 100 over our 75. That gives us 7,300 over 75. If we divide that, we should get 97.3%. The next one, 70, is our inpatient service days. We multiply by 100 over our 75 beds. That gives us 7,000 over 75 for 93.33. If we round to 1 place, that'll be 93.3%. Okay, the next one, 71 times 100 over 75 gives us 7,100 over 75, which equals 94.66. We round to 1 place, that's 94.7%. Okay, you continue with this same formula. You set all of these up the same exact way, all the way through day 30 in this instance. Now it also asks us to calculate the percentage of occupancy for the entire month. So in order to do this, what we're going to have to do is find our total number of inpatient service days. Total inpatient service days. If you look here, we have total inpatient service days. So to find the total inpatient service days, we're going to add all the inpatient service days together. That means that we will add 74 plus 73 plus 70 plus 71 plus 68 all the way down to 51. Our total inpatient service days is 1,934. Okay, we know that there are 75 beds the number of days in the period. The others were all, these were all 1 because we were just looking at a single day. So we could have actually set this up 74 times 100 over 75 times 1. That's what these are. It's just 1 day we're looking at, if that helps. Okay, now 75 times the number of days in the period. Well, there's 30 days in the period, right? We're going to multiply that by 30. So we're going to have our 1,934 times 100 over 75 times 30. 30 is the number of days in the period. These others only have 1 day in the period. So it's almost like it's not even there. This part over here, the number of days is 1. So that's why I set this up. Maybe it'd make it easier for you guys to see. Okay, 1,934 divided by you should have 193,400 divided by 2,250 for a total of 85.95 repeating. So here you should get 193,400 over 2,250 for a result of 85.95 repeating. If we round up, that will give us 86.0%.